Hello, how are you? You may have noticed that as time goes by and as we get older, our vision gets a little worse, right? Sometimes the eyes get drier, vision becomes blurrier, it gets harder to focus a bit to read the letters. For some people, it's up close. For others, it's far away, and a lot of people think this is natural, that it will happen to everyone, but that's not true. There are people who are older and don't even need to wear glasses. There are some foods that can protect your vision, and there are even some foods you can eat at night that can help boost this effect and protect your eyesight even more. I've put together a list of 5 for you to add to your routine, which will really help you in this regard. Stick around until the end, you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you, how old are you? Do you wear glasses or contact lenses? Any kind of device to help with your vision? At what age did you start to notice that you needed to use some kind of glasses to see better? And is your problem with seeing up close or far away? Does this bother you a lot in your daily life? Or are you still able to just get by for now? Write to me here in the comments. I'd love to see your comment. If you like this kind of topic about how nutrition can help us, right? Help our bodies deal with these problems of aging, leave your like and I'll come back and make more videos like this for you. And if you're new here, welcome. Take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel. I have new videos every day. You'll definitely love them. The first food on our list is the egg, but more specifically, the egg yolk. For a long time, the egg yolk was seen as the villain, right? A lot of people used to say, we can't eat egg yolks because of cholesterol. But nowadays, we know that's not true. Egg yolk, in fact, is extremely nutritious. And it's one of the most interesting sources we have of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are antioxidants closely linked to our eye health. They're very important antioxidants for ocular health. In fact, egg yolk contains a highly bioavailable form of lutein and zeaxanthin. In other words, our body can very easily absorb the types of luteins and xanthins present in egg yolk, allowing us to better capture these antioxidants, which are very beneficial for our eye health. Besides that, egg yolk also contains vitamin A and zinc, which are closely linked to night vision, right? We know that a deficiency in vitamin A is associated with night blindness, which is a very concerning condition. That's why many people often say, at night, I see worse. It could be hypovitaminosis A, and that's a worrying condition. We need to take care of it. And it's also closely related to the production of melanin, which is a pigment that protects our retina. So eating 1 to 2 eggs at dinner, or as a post-dinner meal, like a late night snack if you have dinner very early, is a great strategy to meet these needs and provide a good source of these very important nutrients. The second food on our list is avocado. Avocado is also an extremely nutritious food. It's very rich in lutein, which is an antioxidant that accumulates in the macula. Lutein is a fat-soluble antioxidant, so it gets stored in our body and is able to accumulate. And the macula is the central region of the retina responsible for sharp vision. When we manage to accumulate this antioxidant in our macula, we can promote its proper functioning, makes vision sharper, more enhanced in this regard. And there was a study published in the Journal of Nutrition that showed that including avocado in the diet increased macular pigment density in adults, which is a very important marker for protection against macular degeneration, which is closely related to serious vision problems, right? Especially in relation to older adults. In addition, these healthy fats in avocado, which as we know is extremely rich in very healthy fats, help enhance the absorption of lutein, which I mentioned to you, is a pigment, right? It's a fat-soluble nutrient, so it is especially benefited by avocado. Having good fats already present once again increases its bioavailability and also contributes to the quality of tears, helping to lubricate our eyes. Remember how I mentioned at the beginning of the video that as the years go by, our eyes can become drier? Avocado helps in this regard, preventing the issue of dry eyes. So you can use avocado in your salad at night or in a sandwich you make. I have a wonderful recipe for avocado mayonnaise, which is amazing. Or you can even have it as a late night snack. It can be a very interesting option for you. The third food on our list is blueberries. I know that in some countries, blueberries aren't as common a fruit as they are in the Northern Hemisphere. But we can even use frozen blueberries, which end up being easier to consume and store, right? They don't spoil as easily and are more economical than buying them fresh. Even frozen blueberries contain a lot of antioxidants. And they end up being a very interesting option because blueberries are very rich in anthocyanins, which are compounds that protect the blood vessels in the retina. Poor ocular circulation is related to blurred vision, loss of focus, and once again, the risk of ocular degeneration, which I mentioned to you earlier. Research suggests that the anthocyanins in blueberries help improve blood flow to the retina. They reduce eye fatigue, that tiredness in the eyes, especially in people who spend a lot of time in front of screens. So if you're someone who works on the computer, spends a lot of time on your phone or watching TV, it's really worthwhile to add berries to your diet. We're specifically talking about blueberries because they have a very high concentration of anthocyanins, but of course blackberries, raspberries, and even strawberries contain anthocyanins and can be good options for you. And usually, regarding the amount you can consume, about 1 ounce, 30 grams of blueberries can already be an interesting option for you to add to yogurt, oatmeal, or even mix with other fruits to make it more filling. It can be a good addition to your daily routine. Another extremely interesting food for our eyes is spinach. A lot of people don't make this connection, but spinach is very interesting because it contains, once again, lutein and zeaxanthin, which I've already told you that these are pigments, nutrients, carotenoids that are very beneficial for eye health. These two antioxidants act as natural filters against blue screens, so they also help a lot with the sun's UV rays. And there was a study published in the journal Nutrients that showed that a diet rich in dark green vegetables like spinach can help reduce the risk of macular degeneration by up to 43%. In other words, the benefit that spinach can bring is very significant. Remember that we can blanch the spinach and then saute it with garlic, add it to ricotta, add it to rice. You can put it in sandwiches, in salads, and so much more. I think spinach goes with everything. It has such a mild flavor, right? How do you usually eat your spinach? Last but not least, there's ginger, which is a natural anti-inflammatory due to its compound gingerol, which is the most talked about and most studied. It helps reduce chronic inflammation and oxidative stress, which we know are factors that accelerate ocular aging and increase the risk of glaucoma, which is a disease that can even lead to blindness. Studies show that ginger can help reduce inflammatory markers in our bodies. Of course, there's still no proof that it can cure inflammatory eye diseases, but it can certainly act as an ally in the process, helping to counter this gradual weakening of the eyes and supporting overall eye health. And more broadly, keeping inflammation under control will always have a positive impact on the way our bodies function. So, you can use ginger in soups, in juices, or even a little tea can be a good option for you for your daily routine. And oh, Patricia, I don't like ginger. I don't feel comfortable with it. If it's not a food that you like to add, that's fine. You don't have to. I've given you 4 other options. Tell me, do you use ginger in your daily life or not? Is it a food you like to consume or not? I would love to see your comment. Out of these 5, which ones would you start consuming thinking about your eye health? Do you worry about your eyes? Is it one of the senses you really care about in your daily life or not? Is it as important to you as the others? Write to me in the comments. Remember to like the video as that really helps me, and share this video with anyone you know who cares and needs this information. Let's expand this chain of good because that's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye.